Hi, welcome to How to Repair. Is your tumble dryer starting but not turning the clothes and you can hear a faint humming sound like this? This usually is indicating that you either have a problem with the motor or the capacitor, and in this video I'm going to show you how to gain access to the capacitor easily on these new models of Hoover and Candy tumble dryers. Okay, the first thing we need to do is tilt the machine back. Now, if you have a condenser tumble dryer, this will vary because the evaporator condenser will be here, and this will be a couple of screws, and you'll have to take the condenser out as well. But with the vented tumble dryer, there's a catch on each side that you need to press up, and the panel will come away. Now, to remove the capacitor, you only need to take the right-hand side panel off. But if you do have a tumble dryer that is not drying the clothes and the belt is snapped, you have to remove both side panels to actually replace the belt. Next, we need to remove the lid, and that is 3 screws. These lids are notoriously hard to get off because the actual wood can swell and cause it to stick. Okay, remove the plastic. Once you've got it backwards, you will be able to lift it up and remove it. Remove the screws on the back panel, making note that the screws that come out are different sizes. Next, we need to remove the screw that holds the lid in place at the back and the 2 on the facial panel. To remove the panel, there are some plastic clips that you will need to release. Usually a couple on the bottom and a couple on the side. Then just bring the panel over and rest it on the top. Then we have to remove the 3 screws at the bottom. Again, these will vary on thread types as they're going into plastic, and then you have a couple of screws at the top which go into steel. Using a flat blade screwdriver, just go under the 2 clips at either side, lift up the panel, carefully dropping the panel down, a couple of lugs on the bottom which locate the panel, and you've got clear access to the capacitor. A couple of things to note with Hoover and Candy tumble dryers. The manufacturer does not always sell the capacitor as a separate unit. They sell it complete with the motor. But don't worry, we've put a link in the description below to all the capacitors for these Hoover and Candy tumble dryers, which we have sized. First thing you need to be able to do is take the capacitor off the machine. Now, capacitors are like batteries. They can hold a charge and become very dangerous. So, of course, with the appliance unplugged, with insulated pliers or screwdriver, go across the 2 terminals to make sure the capacitor is discharged. Then undo the capacitor and remove it from the machine so you can actually work out the size of the capacitor. Take the capacitor off, then remove the 2 electrical connections. Here you can see that it states that it's a 9UF in size. And the electrical terminals on the top, you have one side of the capacitor which one wire is connected to, and the other side of the capacitor which the other wire is connected to. Fitting your new capacitor is straightforward. As I said, just grab hold of the wires. One wire goes on one side, the other wire goes on the other side. Fit the capacitor. Now you're able to put the 2 panels back on. And remember, when assembling, to make sure you put all the screws in the correct location with the correct screw size. Then, making sure not to trap any wires, refit the front facial panel. And there you go, your machine all working perfectly again. Remember, there's a link in the description below to assist you in obtaining parts for your tumble dryer, and you will need the full model number off your identification plate, as you can see on the screen here. If you need any further assistance in repairs on these appliances, there are many videos in the description to assist you in future repairs or other repairs you need to do on appliances. Thanks very much indeed for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful, and if we really helped you, you can always support the website by clicking on the Bipolar Beer page. Thanks very much indeed for watching.